Welcome to the EWC breakdown for Tuesday, June 21st, 2022, and this will be the last EWC breakdown for the 2022 spring sports season as all the sports have wrapped up. So let's get into it. It's going to be a shorter episode today as we don't have many updates here, but we'll start in the world of softball, right? We finally have the all-conference teams, and look, they didn't have anything in last week. Now they have it. They have the all-conference, all-district, and all-state team. So softball's throwing three things at me. We also have the baseball all-state team, which we'll get to after this. But yeah, I mean, softball, it's all out now, so we can be reading it. We can talk about the 2022 Eastern Wisconsin Conference all-conference softball team. And yep, as we mentioned, your conference co-champs was in fact the Chilton Tigers and the Two Rivers Raiders, and a unanimous selection for Player of the Year goes to Kaylee Piles of Two Rivers. And yeah, she, starting with her then for pitcher, she was in fact first team all-conference there, and she was unanimous at that selection as well. Then Natalie Ziebel and Taylor Hummel were the other two pitchers selected for the first team as pitchers. The catchers, Carissa Hummel of Valders and Ariel Schneider of Chilton. Infielders, Megan Myers of Chilton, unanimous. Alyssa Wolfel of New Holstein. McKenna Eekmeyer of Brilliant. And then Abigail Judas of Chilton. For the outfielders, Mackenzie Graff of Two Rivers was a unanimous selection. Maddie Tash of Chilton. And then J.C. Sessing of New Holstein was also unanimous there. Second team all-conference, Claire Schleicher of Sheboygan Falls gets the nod for first team, or second team all-conference, I should say. Two catchers here, Hannah Shimmick of Brilliant, and then Kylie Pierquet of New Holstein for the two catchers there. Second team all-conference infielders here, Maddie Miller of Chilton, Alyssa Schneider of New Holstein, Jordan Meyer of New Holstein, and then Maddie Ratzak of Roncalli. Second team outfielders here, Hillary Snabend of Brilliant, Macy Monroe of Chilton, and then Jenna Carls of New Holstein. Honorable mention all-conference here then to round it out, Brianna Ott of Chilton, and then Bristol Foytik of Brilliant. The two catchers here, Maddie Corte and Caitlin Fries. The infielders, Callan Meyer, Beth Pekarski, Gwendolyn Sell, Ellie Jagman, Jana O'Connell, Mackenzie Staudinger. For the outfielders then to round it out here, Jenna Wall, Emily Roaring, Gina Garceau, Michaela Dallas, Carly Tome, and Emma Edelman. So that rounds out then your all-conference team for the Eastern Wisconsin Conference. Now let's go to the all-district team. I do have this up. And it's the District 4 medium schools we're looking at for most of the conference here, with Roncalli being in the District 4 small school. I'll do my best to get all the names. If I've missed one, I'm sorry. It's just a big list, basically. So, District 4 medium schools, first team, Ariel Schneider, Maddie Tash, Megan Myers, all three from Chilton. New Holstein, then Alyssa Wolfel got the nod. And then for honorable mention, Maddie Miller of Chilton, Kylie Pierquet of New Holstein, and then Carissa Hummel of Valders. And then for District 4 small schools, we have Maddie Ratzak of Roncalli getting an honorable mention nod. I think I got everyone there. And then all-state, we have those teams released as well. And for that, we have the small schools. They do small school, medium school, and large school. So how that works then, you'll find most of the EWC schools in District 2 or Division 2 and 3 in the medium school section, right? And the Chilton Tigers had Ariel Schneider get a nod, and I believe, and then Megan Myers honorable mention. So Ariel Schneider made second team All-State, and then we had Alyssa Wolfel make first team All-State, and then honorable mention, Megan Myers of Chilton got the honorable mention nod there. So there's only three, I believe, is what I'm seeing Again, they put it in a list, alphabetical order, so it's kind of tough to just look through it all, but that is what I have found. So that makes your Eastern Wisconsin all-conference teams, all-district, and all-state teams in the world of softball. So let's go now to baseball here, and we're going to go to the all-state teams where we did find Max Miller. He did make it from the Chilton Tigers. He made it, I believe, as an honorable mention. Yeah, he made it as an honorable mention all-state there, and he made it as an infielder. So I believe he's the lone all-state selection for the Eastern Wisconsin Conference in baseball, and that is what I'm seeing. But let's now go then to soccer to round out this episode. Let's talk about the Kiel Raiders, right? They went to state for that, and they played against the Prairie School of Racine, and yeah, it was just a tough go-around for the Raiders. They led most of the match here. They were the top seed, and what happened was game went into overtime and goes scoreless, and then we have a shootout. And then what happens is the Prairie School wins this shootout, and they do, in fact, win the game. So, and yeah, going through the stats for the Kiel Raiders, they scored 2 goals. You guessed it, Taylor Shaw did score one of the goals, and she had 3 shots on goal. And then we also have Grace McDowell, who scored the other goal for the Kiel Raiders. And then Sarah Coker, Amelia Rokiak, and were the 2 scores in regulation for the Prairie School. And for the PK goals for Kiel, they were scored by Taylor Shad. They're scored also then by Abby Moore and Lydia Vandermeer. So that does end Kiel's season at 22-0-3. So congrats to the Kiel Raiders on an excellent season in soccer. And yeah, that'll wrap it up here for this episode. For more Eastern Wisconsin Conference news, remember, at EWC_sports is the Instagram. Also, the podcast Instagram as well. Don't miss that, at Drew Sports Crew for Instagram and Twitter. Facebook, Drew's Sports Crew. And yeah, for update for EWC Sports, expect football content coming around in August is the plan. So enjoy your summer, right? And we'll be back here right again in August talking more EWC Sports. So that'll wrap it up. Drew Skyberg signing off. So thank you all for listening to yet another episode of Drew's Sports Crew, the perfect podcast for you.